Pod! I'm Lana.
I'm Lily, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a shorter video, and it's going to be about our personal stories, but hopefully we can turn this into, like, a series.
Yeah, mini
Because
series.
we have a lot of personal experiences, so...
Ooh.
A lot. Okay. So, this first one, I was in 5th or 6th grade, and it was summer.
How old are you in, like, 5th or 6th grade?
See, I was trying to think of that when I was writing the story down last
in
night.
preschool, you're, like, what, 4 or 5? And then kindergarten, you're 6 to 7. Then... 1st grade, 7 to 8, 2nd, 3rd. Wait, counting down might be easier. Senior.
12.
12?
Because I think 6th grade you turned 13, or
Yeah.
7th grade you turned 13. I think I turned 13 in 7th grade. Because
You're a
young
freshman in high school, like at what, 14, 15?
Mm-hmm. 14, I think.
14, 13, 14. Okay, cool.
Okay. So, 5th or 6th grade, probably around 12 years old.
Wow.
We could be way off.
We could be so off.
It was summertime, and I was sleeping on the couch. And I did this a lot back then, also in the winter, because the room at the time was only made of cinder blocks. So it had no insulation, so in the winter it'd be really, really cold, and in summer it'd be really hot, and it also didn't help because me and my sister shared a room in the loft. We was a loft bed, so heat rises also.
You're really being cooked.
So I was being, like, cooked. So I was on the couch, and I think maybe I was watching TV or something like that, but the lights were out, and I heard something in the kitchen. And so I drew it so you can see, like, how the kitchen is, right? So that's me on the couch. I'm trying to cover.
You laid on the couch.
Yeah, that's me right there. TV on. This is the kitchen, and then there's a hallway right here, and there's a wall right here, so you can't see this part. And then my room is right here. Okay. So I heard a sound, and I look up, and there's this creature that was like.
Oh, like he's a creature.
I didn't look.
Spirit.
Okay, it was like a shadow, right?
Yeah.
Of this, I'm gonna say creature again, because it did not look human. Hunched over, and pretty much as soon as I saw it, it ran down the hallway to where I couldn't see it anymore. But I heard the plates on the dirty dish counter move, like the sound of glass moving when you step on the ground, and its footsteps. So it wasn't just like I saw it; I heard it. And I actually drew what I saw because I've never explained really, other than it's hunched a little bit and it looked like it had spikes on his back.
Like, we've talked about this story because obviously I've also been to her house, and I told her, hey, I felt really weird in this area, and that's when she, like, proceeded to tell me about this. But she's never drawn.
So this is what I saw, but maybe a little bit more standing up.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
But he had more of like a deer-shaped head than what I drew here.
Really?
But I think maybe he also had like antlers, but I just remember there were some sort of spikes along the back, hunched. I think maybe he was standing up a little bit more straight, but still, like, you know, and the weird deer arms and legs.
Because what I always imagined was a creature with, like, a human head.
No.
And spikes coming out
of it. It was weird. That's why it was so weird, because it looked like it had a deer head, which makes me think of, like, not like the creatures that are in caves. The cave creatures that look like deer.
I call them window bagels.
Yeah, that's the one.
Because I don't want to say the name.
But I didn't want to draw it exactly like that because I don't think that's what it was, but I think it looked similar.
And you know, that really weirds me out because another story she has, sorry to go on the side tangent, is something crying in the backyard and it changing its sound.
Yeah. So I was just a little side, laying in bed, heard a baby crying. I found a baby in the alley before.
That's
so
another story.
Found a baby in the alley before, but it was like dark, and I'm like, that's weird. I wonder if another baby got out. So I was about to open my curtain, and the crying sound turned into like a cat screaming. And I stopped, and I laid back down, and I closed my eyes.
Which I think is what everyone should do in that situation.
Yeah.
We talked to one of my tattoo artists about that, and they were like, nope.
Yeah.
They said the same thing, what they thought it was, but...
Yeah.
I've always heard that story, but I've never seen what it looked like, so that gave me, like, extra chills
Yeah,
this time
it was
hearing
definitely...
about it.
I think maybe it would have been scarier if it was, like, human head. But it's weird because it's, like, deer.
That's what's freaking me out about it.
Because, like, human with spikes coming out of their back, hunched over, is creepy.
Demon.
Yeah.
I can explain that.
Is weird.
I can't explain deer.
And it was big. Like, I don't know if I ever told you, like, how it was as tall as the fridge. And it showed... It was pretty much the width of from the kitchen sink to the fridge.
So it's huge.
So it was huge. It was big.
And obviously that thing can't just go hide. How did you go back to sleep after that?
I don't remember. I think I blocked everything else out except for that part. Because I think I was watching TV. That's why I'd be awake.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't remember anything after.
Do you think it was just staring at you? And that's how you noticed it?
That's disgusting, but...
Because,
maybe?
like...
Ew.
Because that's what I think. When most of the time, like, you see something, I feel like you already feel eyes on you. So then you look and you see the thing that has its eyes on you. You know
and
what I mean?
that could have been it, too. I just heard something and I looked. I don't remember exactly what it was, though. But even since I was little, living in that house before any weird things happened there, I was always super weird with the vibe that was in that house. Like, even in the daytime, in the morning, because I woke up at like 5 in the morning, right? Because that was weird. And I'd go sit in the kitchen and I'd eat breakfast or whatever and everyone else was asleep. I would sit with my back to the back wall because I had to see every single doorway. Mm-hmm. The hallway going to the room, the bathroom door,
I thought you meant you... Oh, okay.
No, I had my back to the wall so I could see all of them.
I know what you mean now. Okay.
I was always super cautious, I guess, with their...
Your house...
Weird.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
There's something in there. I don't know. I don't think it's malicious or evil. There's just... It exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just exists and
if
likes
there's
to
multiple
fuck with
things
you.
there, I think there's... Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, like, gonna hurt me evil. I just think it's maybe just, like, scared you.
Yeah, I think it's a dick, actually. I think it's a dick ghost. That's what I think. Yeah, but I've heard that story, and it's still... Seeing it drawn out, that freaks me
Isn't it weird? Like, it was weird.
Super bizarre.
And huge. Like, it was huge. I never explained to you, like, how big it actually was.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, you never did.
And then it went down the hall, and I did not go look, and...
No!
Yeah, and then it was gone. I've never seen it again. People have seen...
How many years ago was it? Oh, it was 5th
That was like 5th or 6th. I think around. I don't think it was 7th or farther, but I don't think it was like before 4th. So somewhere in that range.
Above 5 years ago. So a while ago.
But you and Maya have both said you've seen things in the house too.
Maya?
Yeah.
Maya's her sister.
Who does... I don't think she believes in ghosts.
Didn't know Maya saw stuff.
It was in Aiden's room now, but my room.
What did...
Back then,
Yeah, no, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. What did she see?
So...
Also, while she talks about this one, I'm going on my phone to get a timeline of mine real quick, so I'll be listening, but go ahead.
So me and Maya were going to play video games. I think probably Roblox, Minecraft, something like that. Yeah. And I had my computer at the time, so I couldn't bring a laptop into her room. So she was coming in my room because she doesn't have a PC. She still doesn't.
She has her laptop.
Yeah, she used her laptop. So she was bringing it into my room, and she stopped for a second, and she says, like, oh, that was so weird. I thought I saw something dark, like, in the corner of the room.
And that's so weird. I thought I saw...
Oh, that's so cool. Thanks.
Thanks, Maya.
And then I think it was you that said there was something dark in the living room.
Yeah.
In the corner of the living room.
Yeah. I did say that. I don't go over to her house often. It's just my house is kind of the hangout spot for all my friends for some reason, but...
I like being out of the house.
I don't get that luxury. I don't get to go out of my house. But... Yeah, I saw something in the living room. I do remember that vaguely. I think I also blocked it out because at that time I was going to your house a little bit more, so I'm like, I don't really want to think about that. You know?
Yeah. I had a whole bunch of stuff happen in that room.
Oh, yeah, you did. Thinking back about it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think I found what my timeline is for this next one. I think, because the next story I'm about to tell also has a video with it. So I will try to find that, and obviously we'll put it in the video. And you guys can watch it. I look real weird in that video. You can see me, like, probably shit my pants in it, because of how scared I was. The rock being thrown. So I guess I'll just get straight into that one. Also, you see me looking at my iPads, because I have notes, because I'm a really bad storyteller at times. I can go on and ramble about stuff that, isn't really important. But, so this actually happened... August 17th of last year, 2025. I was going to...
It was already last year?
It was already last year, which is crazy. She was actually supposed to go on this trip with me, but it just ended up not working out.
I don't even remember why.
I don't either.
Maybe something with my dad?
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's something with your dad. But anyways, me and my Uncle Mark, we went to Victor, Colorado, which is an old mining town. It has a ton of rich history to it, but... Super cool town. I love going there because A, it's just really pretty, and B, it's super fucking haunted.
We have a bunch of, like, old mining towns that are haunted here.
Oh, Cripple Creek, Victor, Gilman. We have so many old places here. Elmo is another place I want to go to.
Elmo?
It's not a mining town, but it's an abandoned ghost town. Yeah, you can go feed chipmunks.
Oh.
I've been there. I love Elmo. So
I like chipmunks.
I know. They sit on you. It's so fun. Anyways, so Victor, we went up there just for a day, like a overnight trip, because I live very close to Victor, like maybe 45 minutes to an hour, depends on the traffic.
I'd say like an hour and 15. Cripple Creek is closer. Victor's just like a little bit
farther. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes farther.
Yeah, it's
so
not very much farther. But.
Not at all. So, as I said, we went on a little night trip to go ghost hunting. And it was me, my dad, and my uncle. And like I explained, Victor's an old mining town. So, this took place on a hike we have. I think it's called the Stratton Pass. It's where you go literally up by the Independence Mine and around. And that hike ends up taking to a couple homesteads.
Which there are a whole bunch of those types of things also everywhere.
Yeah.
Like anywhere there's
old mines
and passageways to go see like buildings that used to be there and the machines, everything like that.
I love it, but this is just a certain one we went on. And Stratton Pass, it takes you right past the Independence and down to homesteads. And the reason it's called the Stratton Pass, I'm pretty sure it's because one of those homesteads belonged to Mr. Stratton, who I think actually found and owned the Independence Mine. I could be completely wrong about that, but I remember reading that, like, on a sign outside.
I feel like that sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. I think it's right, but I'll fact check that. But it leads you to two homesteads, one being the Stratton House and another one I'm not sure of. So, sorry, I need to turn my phone on silent. So, we go into the first homestead, and it's the one right as you walk up. They're right next to each other, so it's kind of hard to explain, but it's the first homestead, and I think it's the Stratton homestead. And at this point, it's daytime, and I think it's like a little bit past noon, maybe 3-ish, and we go in, and these homesteads are huge. I mean, like, they're big homesteads, multiple rooms. The layout's a little confusing, so.
Was it multiple floors? I know there was, like, a
There was one. The next house I'm going to talk about was multiple floors. So, I'm going through this house, and I don't love to talk about this, because I feel crazy talking about it. I'm really good at feeling energies, and knowing if something's there, and knowing kind of what it is. It sounds crazy, I know, but I'll tell you a story that'll kind of make sense why in a second.
It's just like when you have that gut feeling something bad's gonna happen, hers is just like intensified to like 100.
It's really
like
weird.
If you go into a room that we know no history about, but someone died there sometime, and be like, something weird happened here before we know anything about
and I'll be like, someone died in here, and they'll be
just because the feeling.
Yeah, and then we'll look it up later, and I'll be like,
yeah,
oh, shit, someone died in here. So, I actually have some pictures on my phone we'll put up on the screen of the house. And while I was looking, I think I actually found the room it was in. There was a hand-painted giraffe on the wall. And I remember taking a picture of it, because I'm like, wow, I love this giraffe so much.
Oh.
It's creepy, but,
it's
like,
cute.
I loved it.
It's cute, but it's a little scary to me.
I took a picture of it, and I actually have the picture of the room. So, I think it's genuinely impossible to describe this house's layout. You walk in the front door, and immediately it splits.
Is there
it's
like
different hallways.
A wall, and
no.
then it goes two ways?
Oh, kind of, yeah. And I think, no, actually, I think there's a door. Super hard to explain, like I'm saying. But I'm in a certain room, and I don't think it's the giraffe room, but I'll put up the picture of it on the screen. And I walk into this room and I go, I hate it. I don't want to be in here anymore. And I leave. My uncle, he's like, okay, whatever, you're being. Okay, whatever. Like, at this point, they didn't really believe me. They wanted to test me to see if, like, my intuition was right. Mm-hmm. So, we leave that house, and that's really the only weird thing I feel. So, we go back later that night. I'm talking, like, 11 o'clock. And for legal purposes, actually, I never went into this house. For legal purposes, we did not...
We flew a drone in there and looked around.
And for some reason, for legal reasons, to be fair, it was already open, okay?
No, I've definitely also done that. To the exact, like, mines and stuff, one of the machines. To be fair,
it was already open, but we did not do that. Let me make that very clear. No. We did not break anything. We didn't do anything. Anyways.
It was not forced entrance, okay?
No. So, we went into the house, and I'm walking around and I'm feeling really weird. I'm like, I'm telling myself, I'm saying, something does not want me in here right now. I should not be in here right now. And I walk into the room I was just talking about that I do not like. And what you can't see in that picture is behind me, when I'm taking that picture, there's another room. So I turn to go into that door and leave. And right as I do, I feel a whoosh. And I hear it's so loud that I jump. And I freeze. And I run out. We didn't find out a rock was thrown at my head until the day after. And it's actually on video. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to get my uncle to send me the video and we'll put it in here. You can't see the rock, but you'll hear it. And I understand if people will be like, it's an old building, something fell. But you will hear how loud it is and be like, there's no way just a little piece of ceiling tile fell.
Yeah.
No way. But
also, you felt it.
I felt it. And
like
but it's not in the video, which
yeah.
freaks me out. It's not in the video, but I felt it.
I wonder if maybe we could edit it to make it lighter,
mm-hmm.
like how some people can do that, if maybe we'd see something.
Yeah, because I swear on my life I felt that rock.
Because to be honest, even though that is crazy, I don't know if you did, but together we've not, like, gone into any of those videos, like, really looking for something, you know?
I never...
Any of the videos that we have is never like, oh, we're turning the brightness up here to see if there's anything in the dark.
No.
We're never that
I just stumble across
into it.
No.
Yeah.
But anyways, I run out of this house, and my dad and my uncle follow me out. And we're standing on the outside and we're listening. I'm hearing growling. I'm hearing rustling. And it's actually all on camera. So, if I find the video with the growling and the rustling, I will also put it in for you guys. But a little bit of a lighter story that also follows the same day. It's when it's light out still, so 3 o'clock. There's another home right next to it. So we go in there and it's 2 stories. Technically 3 because the basement, but the basement is so fucking small. There's no way you can count it as a separate.
Do
floor.
people count like basements as a floor?
Sometimes I think.
I feel like if it's furnished, yes. If it's not, then
that's just
like
a basement.
storage, and it's just a basement.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so weird.
But so this house had a basement, and I'm going towards the room that has the basement in it, and I look down there, and I turn to my dad, and I go, something does not want a light shine down there. It just wants to be left alone. It wants to be in the dark. My uncle walks in, and he's filming this whole thing to see if we can catch anything on camera. And he goes to turn his flashlight on. He's like, click it. It's on his phone. So he's pushing the button. He goes, what the fuck? And he keeps pushing it. His flashlight would not work in the basement. So that was really fun. And then that's what I was saying, my intuition. Like, things like that. And we ended up going upstairs. Because thankfully the floor was sturdy enough that I could stand upstairs. And so you walk upstairs and it's so tiny. There's a room to your left and there's a room to your right. That's it. The room to the left, I walk in and I go, this feels like it was a nursery. And I still believe to this day in my bones it was a nursery. And my uncle's right behind me filming, and Riza said this is a nursery. You can see an orb fly by the camera. Oh. And listen, I don't like orbs.
They're kind of boring.
They're boring, but that one was cool, I think.
You know?
Yeah, that was cool, but, and one last story I'm going to tell about my Victor trip is, I have 2 more really small ones. We stayed in the Victor Hotel. And there's a ghost in there that maintained the elevator and died in the elevator. And one thing about me, my worst fears are elevators. I fucking hate elevators. My uncle...
It's really fun in an elevator because I'll jump.
No. No! But my uncle and my brother my uncle and my dad were like, let's go on the elevator. I said, no, I'm good. Elevator ends up getting stuck. So, have fun, guys. And one of the ghost stories is, the elevator gets stuck. But I think it's just because it's an old elevator, and it's going to get stuck, and it's not maintained right. Last one, the cemetery, is really super fucking haunted. And we walked around, and as I was leaving, I heard something go, hey. So, never do this, by the way. This is so stupid. Don't do this. I turned around and went, hey. And then something went, hey. 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 And, like, this insane monotone voice back to me. And I went, okay, can we go? I want to go.
It's time to go now.
And I don't know if I can find this video, but my uncle has a video of something gray following me through the cemetery, too. So, I'll put that in, too, if I can.
You didn't include this one, but I remember you telling me, just another one, you were driving to the hotel, and you thought it was you thought it was a mailbox that was standing out in the yard because it was dark.
This was a separate Victor trip.
But then... once you got closer, it was like a dude in a pig mask, right?
So, we go up to Victor a lot, because like I said, it's super close. I think this might be one of the only stories I'll tell, because I have another one, and I don't want this video to be super long.
Yeah.
But, so this is a separate Victor trip, and like I said, we live super close to Victor, so we go up there a ton. And this night, we were actually staying in the Victor Hotel, and that was my first time ever staying there.
Which they keep the doors unlocked.
Yeah,
they
they
lobby.
keep the door unlocked at all times, which is really scary. And, so we were driving past a couple of old houses that my family used to live in, because I wasn't born at the time, but I like to go look at them and kind of learn a little bit, because those houses are super haunted too. You're going to hear a lot of Victor stories, because I have a ton.
We could totally go up to Victor too, that'd be really cool.
Oh my gosh, I want to do that so bad. But Victor is like a very local town. Like, very local.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much around, and we were driving through this neighborhood.
There's, like, literally,
it's like all dirt roads. Like,
yeah.
you can't really even call it a normal neighborhood. And we ended up reaching this, like, end of the road. And we were going to turn before we missed it. But before we, like, hit a dead end. And if you've ever seen The Strangers, original Strangers.
Also, by the
first
way,
one.
That movie's free on YouTube right now.
I adore that movie.
It's a really good movie.
That's the only horror movie I can not watch alone. But
really
anyways,
scary.
super side note. But if you've ever seen The Strangers, I saw someone that looked like the man wearing the mask of the man. We'll put a picture up. Standing in this person's driveway, and I started freaking the fuck out. And I kept looking, like, I know, like, you see people, like, rub their eyes and then look again. I was literally doing that. To say, okay, it has to be a mailbox. It's something. But then I see it turn with the car. And at this point, I'm, like, sobbing. I'm crying. And we get back to the hotel.
You hate any type of, like, mask like that, though. Even when we went to the,
I hate masks.
Haunted house, when they had the pig, like, room and their person with the pig mask, you hated those.
I don't do animal masks, and also the mask they wear in The Stranger scared me. But I remember getting to the hotel, and it says on the door, do not lock the lobby. I locked every single door that night, and I could not sleep. I know what I saw. And I told my aunt the next day, and she went, we should have just left. And I went, yeah, we should have. But go look up The Stranger's mask, the guy in the middle, the man, only man, and that's what I saw in Victor.
Yeah, if I forgot to put a picture in, just look that up, okay? Cool.
Oh wait, I forgot.
I'll maybe put a picture in. Okay. Next story is more recent, but has been reoccurring, and is probably started, like, sometime last year. Maybe earlier.
Okay.
I don't know. You'll know it.
I'll know it.
And at night, they're knocking on my door.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh, okay, that's kind of weird. And it was at weird times, like 3 in the morning, something like that. Or, you know, a little bit earlier, whatever. But
and also her mom goes to bed at like 9 or 10.
My mom goes to bed at like 7. Like,
yeah, it's like early.
But usually there's someone always awake in the house. My stepdad stays up like all night. But I know his knock. I know everyone's knock in the house.
Yeah, because, like, your family has certain patterns of knocks.
Yeah, so, like, his knock is, like, fast and, like, weird, because he's not, like, weird, but, like, in a fun, like, you know?
A fun, silly way.
So, he, like, a little, like, yeah, silly is a good word. So he's not, like, a serious one knock, whatever.
Yeah.
And then my brother was not there at the time, but when he knocks, it's, like, barely there, and then my sister also is, like, barely there. But it would be this 3 slow knocks every time.
And weren't they hard?
They were hard, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the first time it happened, I'm like, did someone knock on my door last night? Because it was like 3 in the morning and someone knocked and I didn't answer.
I didn't want to answer that shit.
And no one said they did it. And I'm like, okay, cool. All right.
Fun. I love that for me.
And so this started happening more frequently, and I ignored it. If anything knocks on your door and you don't know who it is, especially at night, do not answer the door.
If anybody knocks on a door, like, think of it as a stranger.
Yeah.
You see a stranger knock on your door, you open the door, they come in.
Yeah.
You don't want that. So, with a ghost, if they're knocking on your door or some unwanted entity and you open the door, you're letting them in.
Exactly. So I ignore it. And then one time when I was in the shower, which is in my room, it's shower in the room, there's a glass door, and you can see into the rest of my room, okay? And my chair at the time moved on its own, like turned completely, and I remember texting you as it was happening, because I was freaking out, because stuff was being weird in my room, like there was a shadow that I saw on the wall. And I was, like, scared, right? And I was still very vulnerable in the shower, right?
Oh, shit, you were in the shower?
I was
You were
still
naked?
in the shower, yes. But I didn't want to get out because I was scared.
That's fair.
And then I remember telling it to, like, you can't be doing this. Like, you
Yeah,
can...
because you texted me and I said, hey,
Yeah,
salt your doors, salt your windows, and it's going to sound stupid to say out loud, hey, we can exist, but you have to stop messing with me.
Exactly.
I'm putting up boundaries, like.
And nothing else really happened for a little bit. I think the knocking still was there, but...
Yeah. But I think that's because it was outside your room.
But nothing like that, right? Until more recently, I'm going to say about last month.
Yeah.
Maybe a month and a half, but somewhere around that time. I heard the knocking again.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was on the glass on my shower. And it wasn't slow. It was fast. It was like it sounded like the door might have been like vibrating, but it was like fast.
And you know, like with glass shower doors, they vibrate.
Yeah.
Like they
yeah.
will do like the little
Mhm.
wiggle thing. Like.
And that was terrifying because it's in my room.
Mhm.
Like, it's knocking on my glass
It's
door.
in my shower.
And then it started sounding like my doorknob was turning on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Which, oh my gosh, I was so scared. And I called my stepdad because I'm like, there might be someone in my room right now because when the light is off, you can't see in the shower.
No.
Because the glass is like, it's glass, but it's reflective also. So it's like a mirror if the light's off. So you can't see in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called my stepdad. I'm like, something knocked on my glass. Like, 'cause I didn't know if there was someone in there.
Something's in my room.
And Andy came in and there was nothing there. And so I was real freaked out. I still have my shower light on at night because if the light's on inside, I can see inside.
Yep.
And since that point, I've heard no more knocking. But I have had things get pulled off my desk. Like I had a paper flower.
Oh, you did tell me about this.
And
yeah.
it was weird because it was like right next to my bed on the desk. So it was right next to me. But it fell on the ground. And I remember thinking, I wonder what fell. That was weird because I was like sitting in bed and there wasn't a draft or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I look and the flower's on the ground. I'm like, that's so weird because it was all the way on the back of my desk. Had to move all the way and then fall.
Yeah.
And it was
yeah.
it was weird. It was really weird. But luckily have not had anything happen since then. And I felt better in the house. But, you know, I'm starting to feel weird again. I was telling
That's
you how
not
I felt
good,
better.
yeah.
Like, even in the hallway. Because
You could go down there
at
finally.
night,
again.
I hate that hallway. Because the fridge is right there. And if I'm having, like, a midnight snack, I hate standing in that hallway with my back to the
That's what I
hallway.
was about to say, to turn your back. Which,
Yeah. And I was feeling better about it. But I feel like lately it's been
Weird again?
which sucks.
Yeah, that's
But you know what else I
awful.
realized? My holy water's here now.
Yeah, it is, and it's not in your house anymore.
It's not in my house anymore.
And that's when it stopped feeling weird.
Was it when it was there?
You know what's weird too?
What?
I don't know if you guys have seen the video where we react to TikToks. If you go to the end, we talk about my mirror moving that we used to see if the phone's still going. That is the only thing I've ever had happen in this house. And I brought all the stuff from your house in. So you can have your holy water back. I don't really want it.
Honestly, it was working for me, so...
you can have that back. I don't need it anymore.
I haven't had anything happen in this house either, except for, which I told you.
Yeah.
It's just that one night I was sleeping facing the wall like I always do, and I woke up, I'm like, I shouldn't turn around right now. I just, like, the feeling of, I'm not gonna turn around, and I didn't. I closed my eyes and went back to sleep.
That was the night, we've talked about it a little bit, that we did the cave tour, and I ended up sleeping on the couch for a little bit with my boyfriend.
Yeah, yep.
And then I came in later and cuddled her because I didn't want to be alone.
Sure.
But,
Yeah.
So we're hoping this becomes a little serious because, like I said, we have, even with my Victor, like I rambled on because there's so many stories that we have just compiled into so many mini
there
stories.
were so many stories I was thinking of that was, like, close or related to the ones you were telling, but I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, I can't say it.
I can't say it right now. So this will probably be like filler episodes in between, but I think these videos are still super fun because you kind of get to know more about us.
Instead of just, like,
And-
stories. And
Yeah,
everything
because
that-
there's a reason we're super into the paranormal and everything.
It's
and
not just like, oh, we really like scary movies.
No.
It's like,
It's a
things happen.
big part of me. Like, honestly, it's
And-
a big part of us.
I think it'd be good because we're also skeptics.
Oh, hardcore.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. I will be a skeptic at times. I'm like, there's no
Which you
way.
can definitely see in the TikTok video that will be posted. It will be already posted by the time
Yeah.
this is out. Because in a lot of them, I'm like, nah, that wasn't a ghost.
No, we'll be like, in one of them you'll see, we'll debunk one with it being
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think we debunked a few of them, actually.
Yeah, we totally did.
And I remember watching the Screaming one, and I was
Mhm.
thinking, like, that is so weird. And I can't really think of anything to debunk it other than he recorded it before.
Yeah.
And it's always, I'm trying to think of what it could be other than that, because...
Because you'll see it even when we do ghost hunts. We'll be like, okay, that's probably just,
Yeah.
dust. A rat. Like
even
a bird.
In the Penny Arcade video that's going to come out, where we're actually ghost hunting, it might be out already? No, it'll be out
No, it
next.
will not,
Okay.
because...
It'll be out in
we
week
actually,
after this one, I
we'll
think.
have to talk about that too. There's another video coming up called a Penny Arcade video that we've actually filmed,
Some of.
but we need to get a little bit more before we put it out, so you guys will be seeing that soon, hopefully.
just a little, don't want to give out too much. It was just that we've had weird things happen there a lot before we recorded that night, and for some reason we weren't getting a lot.
And
Which is so weird, because we were like, worst case scenario, we're not going to get anything.
And
But
we're
it was like,
no way.
that's not going to happen, because stuff happens to us all the time there, but it was weird. And it was a little bit, and then at the end, there was like...
Nothing.
And
we want to obviously give out the best content we can. Like,
so we're not going to be like a random video of us walking around the arcade and then the astronaut. Like...
Yeah, that's not... so we want to actually put out videos for you guys, because we're really passionate about this, and... so that's why you're kind of seeing more filler episodes rather than, like, our normal...
But we want to become
yeah.
normal.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think that's all we really have for today, which is still pretty good content.
That's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good content.
It's pretty good, I think.
Myself.
It feels so weird that we're ending, like, right now, because these have been going for so long.
I know, it's like, what else do I need to talk about? Quick.
What else can I say?
I know, literally. But...
I have, like, nothing else.
Yeah, well, thank you guys so much for watching if you stuck around, and if you did, we'd really appreciate it if you went down a little bit and hit that subscribe button. It's free. You can undo it at any time, but
we don't want you to.
we don't really want you to. Like the video, comment something, maybe comment your own personal experience, because maybe that'll be in a video.
Yeah, we could do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think that'd be so fun.
Also, just adding on 2 different videos. I know we have like complete podcasts right now, other than TikTok, which is still kind of a podcast. But we are planning different videos, not even just ghost hunting, like a video about the history of the town, because it's weird, right?
100%.
And it's important for the story of the town is important for
videos we're
everything that happened. Yeah, and also gaming. We're planning on doing gaming also.
We have a Twitch that we never use.
We have a Twitch that we haven't used yet. But
so yeah, there's a lot more coming.
So
subscribe.
Hopefully you'll stay.
Subscribe.
One of the ghost videos will come out soon.
Do it. Hit the button. Hit the button. Do it.
Do
it.
Hit the button.
Why haven't you hit the button? But yeah, so thank you guys so much if you stuck around, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.